Oh, man! I'm sorry! I broke your vault. I just got so excited and I wanted to do a good job and I kept pedaling faster and faster. And then the whole vault went kablooey. Please don't kick me out.
I was looking at the data for the power cycle. Marvelous work. The power cycle intelligently forced our test subject to pedal to his limits. For the next experiment, we'll need something from outside. Vault-Tec subcontracted out chemical research to Hallucigen Incorporated. It was supposed to be delivered before. Well, before. But with the mail service out of commission, other arrangements must be made.
The whole world we knew died. Don't you care?
Enormously. That's why these experiments must succeed. We must make sure the inheritors of the Earth have every advantage.
I'll be back before you know it.
Excellent. Just grab a package for Overseer Barstow. Once we have that, we can start the next experiment.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Good to see you.
Doctor, you've requested another synth memory
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation.
Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Excuse me.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Doctor?
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Dr. Orman.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You make a lot of trips to the surface, right? Maybe you can help me out with something. The Brotherhood of Steel has developed some impressive technology, and I think we could learn some things from them. The best place to start would be to study their design schematics, assuming you can get your hands on some.
Where can I find these schematics?
They'd probably keep them in a safe place, like a chest or locker. I'd expect guards as well.
Sure, I can do that.
Great! We've got a lead on a small Brotherhood salvage team. That's a good place to start.
I would be happy to assist you.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia. Quite a handful.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Doc?
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't the time.
Ooh, working on something important?
All of my work is important. Now, if you're quite finished, I'd very much like to get back to these mental equations. They're difficult enough without the distractions.
Equations for what?
Honestly, you wouldn't understand them. Now, I'm afraid I must end this little chat, although it's been so very diverting.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Clayton.
I'm glad you're here. I'd like to conduct an experiment, but I need some assistance with it. I believe we can improve the growth rates of our crops by using mutated cells, such as those found in supermutants. To test this theory, I'll need a tissue sample from a particularly strong supermutant. I expect I'll eventually need several such samples, but let's just start with one.
How do I, obtain this tissue sample, exactly?
Well, I suppose you'll just cut off some of its flesh, store it however you like, and then bring it to me. Probably best if you kill it first.
You need a tissue sample from a strong super mutant. Got it.
That's right. Now remember, only a particularly hardy super mutant will fit the bill for this experiment. I don't need it right away, but if you do come across such a specimen, I'd be grateful if you could bring back a sample.
Got it. That's it.
Yes. Sweet. Sweet.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
would be happy to assist you.
Good to see you.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
Dr. Lee.
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
Is this enough to convince you?
More than enough. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
What the? Huh? Kill them all!
a chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
I'm alive!
Nice.
Who's there? No!
Please evacuate the building. A security lockdown is now in effect. Repeat, a security lockdown is now in effect. Please remain in your test chambers and await further instructions from your lab attendant.
Got it.
Can't breathe! Can't breathe!
You'll all
Repeat, a chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
I'm in.
The security lockdown has ended. Please evacuate the building in an orderly fashion. Please evacuate the building. Please evacuate the building. Repeat, a chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately. chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately. Please, evacuate the building. Repeat, a chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
It's under my skin! Ah, get it out! Get it out!
Welcome to the Hallucigen Labs observation area. Please step up to the windows for a demonstration of our products in development.
Please, evacuate the building.
Huh?
Stop it! No! Stop it! No! No! Bad kitty! Go away!
Sweet. Yes.
Please, evacuate the building.
Yes.
hope you decide to change your life. You decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
Excuse me.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
Why do you ask?
Because if you are that kind of person, you've come to the right place, neighbor. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
What's your movement all about?
I'm glad you asked. Our mission is nothing less than to transform the entire Commonwealth one life at a time. Maybe you've seen pictures or heard stories about what life was like back before the Great War. Maybe you've wondered, why can't life be like that again? Well, neighbor, I'm here to tell you that it can be. What do you say? Ready to take that first step into a new life?
You owe it to yourself to give it a chance.
I have some more questions first.
Of course you do, and I'm here to answer them. Shoot.
What do I have to do to join your movement?
That's the beauty of it, neighbor. You don't have to do anything, except have a willing spirit and open your heart to the possibilities. Anything else you're wondering about before we get started?
What if I change my mind after I join?
There's absolutely no obligation, but trust me, once you see how your life is transformed, you won't want to leave. Believe it or not, we have never had a single pillar leave after joining. There's not many groups like ours that could make that claim, are there? Anything else you're wondering about before we get started?
What's your movement all about?
Our mission is nothing less than to transform the entire Commonwealth one life at a time. Maybe you've seen pictures or heard stories about what life was like back before the Great War. Maybe you've wondered, why can't life be like that again? Well, neighbor, I'm here to tell you that it can be. Anything else you're wondering about?
I don't have any more questions.
Good.
You owe it to yourself.
And I hope you're
give it a
ready to take
chance.
your first step into your new life as one of the pillars of the community.
Yes, I am.
All right then. Fantastic. You won't regret it, I promise you. We haven't had a single pillar leave the movement since we started. Don't be shy. Just follow me. Right this way, neighbor. Don't worry. I don't bite. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small, temporary sacrifice?
I've changed my mind. I don't want to join after all.
No, sorry. I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
You can't seriously think I'm handing over all my stuff.
The world is full of suckers, pal. Just look outside. Every one of them handed over everything they owned in return for... well, hope, Sure, it's false hope, but hey, it was worth it to them. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but you're leaving here naked or horizontal. Your choice.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
Nah, you're not worth the trouble. Plenty of easier marks. Get out of here before I change my mind.
Nice.
Where'd you go?
What?
Maybe it's over.
They got him!
Whoa, you win!
You shouldn't have messed with us!
So strange having people about.
I have those chemical formulas for you.
Marvelous. Now we can reform another societal picadillo. The hydration break. Whether it rears its head around the coffee pot, water cooler, or soda fountain, it's a menace. Vault-Tec scientists have conducted experiment after experiment to eliminate this inefficiency. But people feel an irrational need to socialize. So if they must squander their time, let us turn it into the collective good. With chemistry.
What? Aren't chemicals bad for you?
Oh, Clem. You worry so much, my boy. Everything you eat and drink is made of chemicals. Don't you know?
Oh, right. That's very interesting, Lady Overseer.
These are just special chemicals.
It's okay. You can trust us, Clem.
Indeed. After all, we're with Vault-Tec. So build the soda fountain, and then serve refreshments to our residents. And Clem, if you get thirsty on the job, feel free to have a cool, refreshing beverage.
Gee, thanks. I guess I'm open for business. The fountain's open. Want to be the first customer?
Depends. How much does it cost?
Oh, it's free.
Really? Well, I guess then.
Not a bad job, manning the soda fountain.
Hey there.
You here to check up? I got a customer right here. You're back!
Oh, yeah, this vault's amazing. Just great. Wow.
Yeah, just great. It's so great I don't even know what I'm saying.
Neither do I.
To think we've turned the simple soda fountain into something noble.
Ugh, it tastes...
It fills me with pride.
It tastes funny.
On to the next prototype.
Make sure to come
Ugh,
back.
the Hippocratic Oath. A solemn vow to do no harm. Well, roughly that's what it means. I don't want to get into interpreting dusty Latin textbooks. But that core sentiment of the medical community runs counter to what we're trying to accomplish here. Doctors shouldn't put their patients' welfare first. Instead, their sole focus should be the collective good. You understand, of course.
I could see needing to strike a different balance here.
Is that a twinge of misguided conscience? You should work on suppressing that. So, enter the Vault-Tec Phoropter. A specialized piece of optometrist equipment that, yes, can improve a patient's eyesight. But potentially so much more. The prototype requires a bit, well, a lot. All right, a staggering quantity of radioactive material. But the results will be worth it.
Where am I gonna get that much nuclear material?
You're in luck. We chose this site for Vault 88 because our surveys indicate that there's a rich source of uranium deeper inside the caves. So, dig deep and get what we need. So strange having people about. Looks like we have our first patient.
I'll do well.
Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're all right, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with the this thing?
I guess.
Go ahead and get in.
So, what do I do?
Just stay still.
So I just sit.
Yeah. The machine will do the rest.
This thing's creeping me out.
All done. It says you got, minor eye infection. Some eye drops will clear it up.
Thanks.
And that's it. Nothing else.
No, Lady Overseer. Exam's all done. That power cycle really gets your heart beating. Like, really, really beating.
Hey there. I've never had an eye exam before. It wasn't so bad, I guess. Why are you doing this stuff, anyhow?
These experimental devices could make life better. For everyone.
Huh. No shit. So I need eye drops, huh? Right. After Clem going crazy on that damn power cycle, are you guys some sort of sickos?
It's not what you think.
You can't talk your way out of this, pal. At least up in the Commonwealth, everyone's up front about trying to kill you or rip you off. Come on, Clem. Let's leave. These guys are assholes.
But I've got a job now. I'm an I run the eye machine. I can't leave.
Run while you can, Clem.
Hey there.
So, one of our residents left. Well, it'll be easy enough to replace her. The important thing is that our work is progressing admirably.